So hello everyone, a very good evening. Today we are starting with a new chapter that is acid, bases and salt, and that is an extremely important chapter, very often asked in board examination. And but the most difficult topic of this chapter has been now deleted. That is the formation of salts. That was more often asked. So now you don't need to take tension about that. So let's now begin with the chapter. So we are beginning with acid, bases, and salts. So let's start with the chapter with, with the chapter with the topic of acids. So we all know what is acid. In lower class, we must have read that acids are the substance that tastes sour, that turns blue litmus red, and they are corrosive in nature, right? So these were the things, but now we have a new definition to it. That is a new generation definition. That was an older one. Now we have the one which is the most appropriate, and that is acid is the compound. Okay, is the compound which contains, okay, one or more hydrogen atoms, okay, one or more hydrogen atoms which on dissolving in water, okay, produces H plus ion as the only positively charged ion. Very, very important. What does it means? That when we have any acid, let's take the example of HCl. When we react it with water, so it will give H plus ion. Okay, it will give H plus as the only positively charged ion. Okay, is it clear? What is the thing with acid when we dissolve it in water? Yes. So I'll tell you what happens. See, it is having one hydrogen, isn't it? It's having one hydrogen here. What happens is that this hydrogen and this chlorine gets dissociated in water. They get separated, and this hydrogen goes to this water, and then it forms what in the last chapter, chemical bonding. The last topic, the last formation of coordinate bond was of hydronium ion, and I've told you the mechanism, isn't it? What happens is in water molecule, one hydrogen ion is added, isn't it? And then we get what? We get H3O plus, isn't it? And what was its name? Its name was hydronium. Nobody replies. Hydronium. Okay, its name was hydronium ion. Okay, is it clear? So now let's see what's happening first of all. So let's just erase everything. So first of all, if you just recall every acid in your mind, you must be getting that every acid is having H, that is hydrogen atom or ion inside it, isn't it? HCl, HNO3, H2SO4. Yes or no? Acetic acid, COOH. Yes or no? Yes, CH3COOH. Yes. In what else we are having many hydrogen bromide, HBr. Okay. Now we'll discuss them in further slides. So you are getting that now. You are recalling that now, isn't it? So let's now start with it. So we are now starting with ions present in acid. What are the ions which are present? Let's discuss them. So how many ions are present? In an acid, hydrogen ion is present for sure. Okay, so hydrogen is present. hydrogen is the ion which is present. So how do we write this? If we have to write an equation on this, so we can write it like that: hydrogen ion which is present when it is dissolved in water, we get what? We get hydronium. Yes or no? Can this be the a perfect formula of this? Isn't it? It can be, because every acid is having this H plus. Now let's move further. So the acidic property of an acid are due to this hydronium ion. Okay, this is the having the responsible for acidic property of acids. Okay, so acids like mineral acids. Okay, so acids are also divided into many. Okay, like if we talk about the sources of acids, so sources can be from plants and animals and from minerals, that is organic and inorganic. Okay, so there are many such types. Let's discuss each one of them one by one. So first of all, as this we have two main types of acids, so that is mineral acids and the organic acids. Minerals are the inorganic. Okay, so let's dive into them. So I'll give you some examples. First of all, the equation which we have mentioned here, I'll give you some examples which will help you to relate with this equation. Okay, like if I take HCl, okay, that is hydrogen chloride. It's a very harmful, very corrosive acid. When it is dissolved in water, it will give what? According to the definition, it will give what? It will give H plus ion as the only positively charged ion. Nothing else other than H plus as positive will be given. Okay, so it will give H3O plus Cl minus. See what has happened? H has moved to this H2O. It has become H3O plus. Okay, and this Cl was left alone, abandoned child. So this is now in the orphanage, abandoned child. Okay, so let's take another example, H2SO4. What happens in H2SO4? If I just dissolve it in water, again I did that. So according to the definition, I'll be getting H plus ion. H plus ion will do what? We'll get H plus. H plus will go and become H3O. Okay, so this two H's will go here and we'll get H3O plus what will be left? SO4. Okay, what is the power of SO4? It's 2, right? And it's minus, and this is plus, isn't it? If you balance it, it's 2. In the paid one, I'll give you what is balanced also. Okay, so now let's discuss about the classification of acids. Okay, shall we start? So we are starting with the classification of acids. So it's a very important. So classification of acids. Okay, so classification of acids can be done on multiple bases. So first of all, we take the basis as the source. Okay, so on the basis of source, it can be just divided into organic and inorganic, isn't it? Organic and inorganic. So organic, inorganic. So organic is what? Which is having earthly matter like the plants and animals. Okay, so it is derived from plants and animals. And this one is derived from what? It is derived from the minerals. Okay, derived from minerals. Done. Next, we move on to some of the examples of both of these. So example, if I take of organic acid, so we have to write some organic compound for the organic acids, right? So example, what organic compounds can be there? CH3, COOH. Yes, it is an organic compound, isn't it? Isn't it? It is. So COOH. This is what I'll tell you the name also. This is what everybody knows. It's very famous. This is acetic acid. Okay. And this one is what? This is formic acid, isn't it? Yes. So this is formic acid. Okay. Now derived from minerals, some example we can write in this as well. So the examples for this are HCl. We have made it by the minerals chlorine and hydrogen. HNO3, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. Okay. Next we are moving on to another basis. Let's take the basis as what? The molecular composition. Okay. Molecular composition. So on the basis of molecular composition, it can again be divided into two. Okay. Means what its molecule is composing of. If it is having hydrogen, okay, and non-metal, because hydrogen is non-metal. So if it is having hydrogen and non-metallic elements, then it is hydracids. Okay. And those who are having oxygen is known as oxyacids. Okay. The name you can relate from the name only. Hydra means it's having hydrogen. So this is having what? Contains hydrogen. Okay. Hydrogen and non-metallic elements. So now you'll say that oxygen is also non-metallic. Okay. You'll say that oxygen is also non-metallic. So we'll place oxygen also in this. So there is an exception, except oxygen. All other non-metallic elements can be there. Okay. And oxyacids, we can just write that they are having contains oxygen. Okay. Hydrogen. Okay. Containing hydrogen, oxygen, and other elements. Now you all must be thinking that it's having oxygen. Why the hell is it having hydrogen? But in the definition of acid, I've told you now that acid should have an hydrogen atom, isn't it? Hydrogen ion or atom. Yes or no? Is it clear? So let's write some example of these. So the ones who are having only hydrogen, no oxygen. Tell me the examples of those. Anybody who knows, tell me first.
Hydrochloric acid.
HCl, HNO3.
HBr,
H2SO4.
hydrogen iodide, etc. If we talk about the examples of these, then the examples will be HNO3, that is nitric acid,
H2SO4.
H2O4. So can you see what's the difference? Oxygen is
H3PO4.
oxygen is the difference. Okay. Is it clear up till here? Let's talk about something else, another classification. So now we'll on the basis of strength. Okay, we'll classify it on the basis of strength now. So let's write down the basis again. What is the basis? It's strength. Okay, so strength, on the basis of strength. What is a strength? Tell me. If you are having strength, you will be called a strong person. If you are not having strength, then you will be called a weak person. This is the same case with acids as well. If they are strong, they are called strong acid. If they are weak, they are called weak acid. Okay, strong acids are the one which can ionize completely. Okay, they can ionize completely, like HCl. If I take HCl, what will happen in HCl? If I pour it into water, this and this will ionize completely. They are not holding anything back. Okay, but if I talk about another one, like if I talk about CH3COOH, okay, then what will happen? Only this hydrogen will be ionized and this will remain in a group. Okay, because it's tightly holding these. Understood? So that's the case. It's not ionizing completely. So this one does what? It ionizes completely, and this ionizes partially. Okay, partially. Very important word to be added in aqueous solution, means in water, in aqueous solution. Okay, it's a keyword. So now again, some examples of both of these. So examples of strong ones can be HCl. HCl is very strong, it also ionizes completely. HNO3 can ionize completely. H2SO4, H2 will go somewhere else, SO4 will go somewhere else, completely ionized. But in this, the examples are different. The examples are, I told you, CH3COOH, then what? H2CO3, that is carbonic acid, it's having carbon, so carbonic acid, and then HNO2. What is this? Which acid is this? HNO2. Tell me, who will tell me?
Nitric acid.
Nitrous
Is it
acid.
nitric? Nitric acid is HNO3.
Nitrous acid.
Nitrous acid.
Nitrous.
Yes, very good. So now let's move on to the next one, that is on the basis of concentration. But wait, everybody here. Before moving on to that, I would like to tell you about our new scheme, our new plan, because we have been providing free education throughout the year, free paid study materials throughout the year, but now it's time for you guys to help us. So now we are launching a scheme in which we'll be giving you the live lectures, okay, chapter wise, like I'm giving you just now. I'll be telling you something which is beyond the bookish line. In the book, you'll find this thing not written on the basis of strength. It's not written, okay? So I'm telling you all of this in the form of a flow chart. Can you see? It's a flow chart. We're making a flow chart. It's flowing like this, right or not? So I am telling you some flow charts. In addition to these, we'll provide you the recorded videos. Okay, we'll give you the recorded videos, some previous year questions we'll discuss. Okay, and we'll not discuss those which are not in the syllabus anymore. In fact, we'll tell you the probability of the questions will be, which will be more often to be asked. Okay, previous year questions, and what else? We'll provide you doubt solving and this extraordinary teaching. Okay, and this high technology teaching on a digital whiteboard, which I'm providing just now, and some awesome handwritten notes. And that is all for just rupees 10. So if you want to just participate in this, every chapter will be covered before the examination. Okay, before 2 weeks or 1 week before the examination, every chapter will be covered. Each chapter has a cost of 10 rupees, 10 rupees per chapter, and you have to pay it via any online paying platform. Okay, so that was all. That was just a general, an announcement which I wanted to make with everybody. So soon these live lectures which you are enjoying will be, I'll not call them paid, because till now I was doing them for free. I've been doing it since August, but now it's time for me, because our parents are also getting angry that why are you just doing everything so freely, and they are not giving us enough money. Okay, because now it's enough. We have already given you many premium things, right? So now let's start again. So now we will be doing on the basis of let's keep the basis. Let's keep the basis as the concentration. Okay. So tell me, if I was to tell you that we are now doing it on the basis of concentration, so what would you tell me? That they can be concentrated or they can be dilute, isn't it? Yes. So they can be dilute or concentrated. Yes. So let's discuss each one of them. Dilute is having what? High percent or low percent? Tell me, high or low percent? Low percent of acid. And concentrated is having high percent of acid. That's why it's concentrated. Okay, everybody knows this, but I'm telling you all again because it's very important. Next, let's talk about some examples. Concentrated can be anything. Concentrated HCl, concentrated H2SO4. And here you can just write dilute HCl, dilute H2SO4. This is also basis of division. It has been asked in one of the examination. Okay, moving on to the next thing. Now the next basis is on the basis of their basicity. Very important. Basicity is something like it's having base kind of a property. Yes, base, it's having some base type of a thing. So tell me, if it is having basicity is actually the number of hydrogen ion it is carrying. Okay, so if it is carrying one hydrogen ion, then it will be called what? If it is having one hydrogen ion, it will be called monobasic. If it is having two, it will be called dibasic, and if it is three, it will be called tribasic. Yes, so monobasic, dibasic, tribasic. So let's discuss each one of them. So first, let's come to monobasic. Monobasic means it's having one, okay, one hydrogen ion, okay, per acid molecule. It's having one hydrogen in one molecule. Okay, it's having two hydrogen ion per molecule, and this is having three hydrogens. Okay, three hydrogens. Let's move on to the second thing. Let's discuss some examples which are having only one hydrogen. HCl is having only one hydrogen. Okay, HNO3 is having only one hydrogen. Yes, HBr. What else? Hi means hydrogen iodide. If we talk about dibasic, then it's having two, like H2SO4. It's having two hydrogens, isn't it? See, I'm telling you everything with the help of some very good examples. Through that, you can just catch up everything clearly. H2CO3, isn't it? Isn't it? Is it? It is clear thus now. So let's move on to the next one. The next one was it was having three, like phosphoric acid. Many of you must be knowing. Who will tell me the formula of phosphoric acid?
H3PO4.
H3PO4.
Very good. It's H3PO. Okay. So that was all for today. Tomorrow we'll be studying about the properties of acids. Many properties are there: chemical properties, physical properties. Then we'll start with bases. And believe me, chemical property chemical property is such a vast thing in your book, but tomorrow I'll be telling you this thing in a very short table through which you'll remember it throughout your life. It will be very, very interesting and you'll truly enjoy it. So till tomorrow, a very good bye to everybody. Keep learning, stay safe, stay healthy, and please do like, share, and subscribe to this video. And if you liked it, comment down below and share it amongst your ICSC friends. Thank you for watching. Bye.